All right, everyone. Okay, I accidentally ended the stream for half a second because I pressed the wrong button. I just need confirmation that people are still here. I don't need to do anything else. I might have trolled it a little bit, but I think we're okay. I think we're okay. But if we're not, someone let me know. Oh, hello. All right, okay. I think we're good. What's up, Pixbox? Just got a short on my for you page, and ironically saw the live tag. Oh, nice. That's awesome. What's up, Ninters? Early stream? Yeah, it's early. It's like, depends on time zone. I'm West Coast, so it's late for me, but I was just finishing up a League of Legends tournament, so we're just going to do some sets too, but I got down some knowledge from Caleb really quick. What's up? What's up? How's it going? All right, let me, I'm going to drop a star piece real quick because I have some stuff I need to claim. This is not the optimal way to claim stuff. Like, I should have done this when we had like a quadruple Stardust event, but I did not. So here we are. I don't, all this stuff, I just don't even know what we're doing here. So I'm just going to claim all this stuff because I do need to, I do also need to claim my July tasks. I didn't do the premium, but there's just a lot of rewards I need to claim in the next 12 hours. And knowing my memory, I'm going to forget about it before... Oh, shoot. Before tomorrow. So I'm going to try to claim that as soon as possible. But happy to chat with you all for a little bit before I do my battles. I'm just going to do this real quick. So sorry for the delay. But I think some people are still coming into the stream. So maybe not too much is going to be missed. Maybe I should use an Ultra Ball. I don't know. Forgot to claim Gmax free adventure. Oh, I definitely, yeah, I definitely did too. I forgot to claim a lot of stuff. I'm really bad about this stuff. And I hate how temporary it is, but it's just, I get kind of lazy about some of these things. It's just like, it's too much, right? There's too much stuff going on that I'm just like, yeah, like I don't have time to do all this stuff. It's fine. I will power up something 3 times because why not? But that's about it. I power my Meloetta. We'll just call it there. This better be like the craziest. No, it's just a Swirlix. All right. I mean, 100% Swirlix would be nice. I don't think it's a hundo. No, it's not. All right. Well, there's that. Let me just claim this stuff real quick, and then we should be good. Actually, I think I have some. Yeah, I claimed this stuff. Some other Stardust things. Just have stuff banked, you know. I think that's about that. All right, and then let me just get this stuff. Oh wait, there's a welcome party. What is this? What is this? Oh, not been doing those. All right, we'll claim these rewards, and then we'll just get the encounters real quick. Oh, it's a Dynamax. Okay. What am I going to do with this? I don't know. Probably not much. What's up, Jason? So many unfinished stuff. Yeah. I used to be much better about that stuff, but I just been getting burnt out on all these little things. And like, I forgot to play Quaxley Community Day. I didn't have Wi-Fi, so I was trying to figure this out, and I was supposed to like cast a Grasshopper stream. So I ended up casting Grasshopper stream for like maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So that was some of the time, but then I was just so tired after all that stuff that I just like didn't open my game. And I was like, wait, Like, I didn't see a single Quaxley that day because I just like caught like after Quaxley community was over. I completely forgot it happened. Yeah, I mean, luckily it wasn't anything too crazy, so understandably I wasn't really that set on playing it anyway. I'll just play the December version, you know. It is what it is. Whoa, what the heck? Okay. All right, just a few more encounters to go, and then wait, I don't want to do deluxe. It's fine. Have you seen the new dates? I'm like, who has time for all these? Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I mean, in a way, I kind of don't hate it because, like, sure, it's good for people that have the time and want to play a bunch of different events. I hope that there's a way where Niantic can, or Scope Play, I don't know who owns the company anymore, can make it so that there's a sustainable way to keep people engaged without having to come up with like a new event every other day. And I think that's better for them too, right? Because like the people that are playing these events have to do all this coding, have to plan out all this stuff like way ahead of time. And based on my guess too, they probably had to reach out to the Pokemon Company constantly and get all these events and stuff whitelisted. So it's a lot of back and forth, right? And that's fine. I mean, again, I appreciate the work they do, but I just don't know if it's better for the long term of the game or not. I think that's my real concern. Is my light too bright? Yeah, I think that's a little better. Let's do that. Okay, we just got 3 more encounters to go. Are we pushing for legend or leaderboard? I'm pushing for something. I'm just pushing for something low. If I hit legend, that'd be kind of crazy. But I mean, it's not impossible, I guess. I know how to play this team really well, so I have that going for me. And one of my patrons, Boobelly, actually hit legend with it. And someone else tagged me in a different Discord saying that they climbed like 350 points or something in like a day running this team. So yeah. Oh, I forgot there's Zapdos in the end. Okay. This is not a hundo, right? I don't know. Either way. It's not, no background. Or it will have a background, but no shiny. I did get a shiny background Articuno though, which was kind of nice, but saving all that energy for GoFest Part 2. Yeah. I don't hate it. I'm just questioning if we really need this many events. I agree. And some events are really, really good, but even like the Quadruple Stardust event, I was just so tired from all the events that I just like stopped caring, you know? All right. Okay. We have claimed everything, so let's get into it. All right, I have a star piece dropped, so yeah, so there's that, I guess. All right, let me go my good old comp. I will say the Dedenne is pretty annoying for this team, but there's a lot of Marowak leads these days, so I kind of just hope that I could just catch those. But we'll see. I don't know if I'll do all my battles today. It is a little bit later on my end. As you can tell from the time in the top left, it is 10 p.m. It's not 10 a.m. because it wouldn't be this dark out. And even my cat is napping over here. What's up, Chegs? Oh, yeah, she's not happy I woke her up. That's okay. Go back to sleep, girl. Go back to sleep. All right. First battle. Let's get it underway. It's not a bad lead, but I'm just going to swap out here because we have better answers in the back. Sometimes people just swap out themselves. Whoa, what the heck? There's no way. What's happening right now? Why would you bring a Feraligatr into a Dedenne? You're also behind. Also, they're like... I don't understand. That's 100% misclick, right? There's got to be a misclick. Like, what could... I will hold my judgment for later. We all make misclicks, right? There's no way they're triple weak to Dedenne, right? Oh, they actually are. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. But I still think you don't come in for Alligator there. That's my take. That's my take, at least. All right. I'm just going to go straight for the... they might just go Psychic Fangs, actually. This. Okay. Play rough? What is happening? Okay. We get the play rough off. They shield this in all likelihood. I come in Bastiodon. Okay, I'm just gonna do this right now, actually. I think this is worth it. I don't think I have time. I'm gonna let this first one go, I guess. It's kind of awkward for me still. Yeah, this is pretty awkward for me, actually. I didn't shield that, right? I did not. Okay. This is pretty weird. Let's do this. Okay, I have to shield this. Hard to keep track of YouTube lives? Yeah, no worries. I don't stream like very consistent times, but it's usually around this time period. Can I get to it? Okay, that's fine. I don't think they left with a move at least. This is pretty awkward for me, but I think as long as they leave with 2 moves, we're fine. I feel like this game could have been a lot easier for them, but maybe that's just me. Okay. If they have acrobatics, it gets a little bit more annoying, but it's a non-shadow, so it's not too bad. Yeah, okay, they do have acrobatics. Oh, that does like so little, actually. We're fine. Alright, I'm 1 aerial ace or air slash away from the back-to-back. I'm just going to throw the foul play. There's no point optimizing there. I'm not going to win the charge priority anyway. Alright. I mean, I don't think I have ore wheel loaded, so I think we're in a good spot. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, nice. I mean, I don't think they played the Morpeko poorly. I don't have a great answer for Morpeko to begin with. But the Feraligatr, it's a little sus. Honestly, at that point, too, I wonder if they just stay in? I don't know. Because they have Morpeko for the Mana Buzz, but, like, yeah, I guess they don't actually beat the Dene with Jump Bluff. So there's that. Especially if they don't have Energy Ball. We don't know if they do or don't, because we never saw their second move. But Acrobatics Energy Ball is a little bit harder to run, so most likely they have Energy Ball. Most likely they have Acrobatics Aerial Ace or Energy Ball Aerial Ace. But we saw the Acrobatics. Hey, what's up, Living Humbly? Yeah. Glad to see you here. Okay. Fantastic lead. I think I'm just going to swap out after I land a foul play. They're really weak to this. Oh, wow. Okay. Good catch. All right. I think I come in Bastiodon here, actually. 3, 4, 5, 6. What are the chances they have Hydro Pump? Probably not. Probably low, right? Nice. Okay. I think we're in a good spot here. I would need to dish out some damage to this Azumarill, though. Okay, we get the Stone Edge off. They lose Charge Attack priority? It looked like it, but I don't think it is, right? There's no way. Bastiodon should lose that every time. Oh, okay. Well, now they just lock themselves in. Our timers are super misaligned, though. Okay. Alright, now I come in Mana Buzz. I'm super confused what they have in the back, though. I think they're weak. They're weak to Mana Buzz in the back. Okay. So here's my plan. I'm going to just Thundershock down. I'm kind of worried, though. They have, like, a Annihilape in the back. Oh, I just realized I optimized for no reason there. Okay, they're going to combo play with the Azumarill, I think. What do I do at that point? Oh, wait, no. Okay, they don't. Annihilape's not too bad for me here. I don't think they have a ground in the back, so I think I'm okay on that front at least. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, that's what they have. Okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. We win with the Dene because the Azuma still has a decent chunk of health though. It's the tough part. Okay. This damage is much better used on the Bastiodon anyway, so I'm not super concerned. I need their Azuma to dump their energy though before I come into Dene. I think I'm okay, but it's just like a little bit weird. Okay. I don't know why they stayed in Dusclops into the mana bus to begin with. What's up, Billy? Okay. This is good for me. I need them to dump their energy, though. They can't smack me down. If they come in at Zumro, that's really good for me, too. I'm just going to swap over after they throw this next move. Because they can't have back-to-back anyway. Alright, now we come in the Dene. I need to land 2 Parabolics at a minimum anyway, so it's not too bad. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, we shield this. We're going to have to shield the Zumro. That's about to combo play me. It's not the worst. It's just not great. There it is. Okay. They have the burner shield here. I might get hit by 1 move. Oh, no. I'm going to shield, though, either way. I think they shield. They have to. Okay. Oh, they don't optimize. That's good. Maybe I should have let this go. It's definitely an Ice Beam, but that's fine. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling that's gonna happen. All right. How greedy do we want to get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh! Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is over. We're about to stall out here too. Did we just bring in the Bastion here? Oh wait, they just let it go. Alright. I'm running Lairon now. Oh shoot, sorry, my cable unplugged a little bit. Lairon is a choice. It's not the worst. For climbing purposes, I probably wouldn't run it. But if you want to have fun with it, go for it, you know? I think that could be fun. Alright. Let's see what we got here. So far, team's doing pretty well. Kind of some weird teams, but not too bad. I have some elo to climb, though. I don't know why. I'm really sleep deprived today, too. I'm kind of... We'll see how long I go for. But if I start playing poorly because I'm, like, tired, I'm just... Oh, wait. What the heck? Okay. I kind of need a flip switch here, I feel like. But I don't think I can now. Hold on. Actually, I probably... So they have another answer to... They have an answer to Mana Buzz in the back. I might just stay in here. Because the... Oh, wait, what? Oh, they just give a switch like this? Why did they not throw earlier? I don't understand. They outpace. Whoa, what the heck? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is really weird already, but okay. What do they have in the back that takes out my Mana Buzz? It could be their own Dedenne. That would actually make a lot of sense. Tinkaton is a possibility too, but they're really weak to fires if that's the case. Dedenne? Oh, well, that's not Dedenne, but that's fine. Ooh, they let a Soul Smackdown through too. That's really good for me. Sludge Bomb Drape? Didn't they throw an Aqua Tail? I feel like they did. No? Alright, they have to swap out here. Or they have to shield that, but that's fine. We get a lot of value on the Mana Buzz. The real question is, do they go for the nuke move or a bait? I think I just save my shields for the Bastion, no? Even if this is like Ice Beam, we're fine. Yeah, that's fine. So here's the tough part for them. If they let this foul play go, I could just smack them down. So it's kind of a really tough position. So that, yeah, they have to shield, right? Makes sense why they did it. This is fine too. This is a fine catch. I don't mind that they caught this at all, because here's why. Now, whether they take my mana bus out or not, I could just come in Bastion and farm down. Oh yeah, they barely have any health, honestly. Probably doesn't even matter that much. Yeah. And then we just farm down with Bastion. And they need like 4 Sparkling Aria at this point? I don't even know. A lot. There's just some chip damage. Probably just an aerial ace. Even an energy ball is not doing anything here. Oh, acrobatics, okay. Yeah, I mean, that is so little. Whoa. We could let this go. I mean, we've seen the Sparkling Aria already, so it doesn't even matter. They went through one move against your Dedenne, which was Crunch. Oh, you're right. Okay, I didn't realize it was Crunch. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Interesting. Crunch Sludge Bomb is kind of a weird one. I don't know. In Great League. In Ultra League, I think it makes a lot of sense. In Great League, I don't know about that. But they didn't have a lot of great answers to Mana Buzz either, for what it's worth. They did have Ice Beam on the Lapras, and everything has some type of neutral play into it, but Mana Buzz is kind of annoying to deal with. The Dane was annoying to deal with, and Bastion. So, yeah, like, their whole team was kind of just, like, outclassed into my comp, unfortunately, but kind of how it goes sometimes. All right. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Okay. I think we swap out here. They might stay in. I don't know. Oh, good catch. Really good catch. Quagsire. Okay. This is actually not too bad. I could probably force a shield here. Maybe. I don't know. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I can't really afford to shield this. I just need to hope that's like a bait or I survive the Stone Edge. It's a good Stone Edge. Okay, I barely survived. Holy. Okay, so I guess the Parabolic Charge actually worked out because I needed to land that anyway to get this off. So if... Yeah, it worked out quite well. Oh, wait! The shield. What the heck? Okay. I'm gonna shield once. I mean, this Mana Bus still has value into the Ninetales, right? Okay. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Let's hope there's no Scorching Sand, but if there is, we're kind of cooked. So, I think it's just Overheat. Which is good. Alright. It's still gonna do a good chunk of damage. Wait, Weather Ball, what? He wants to get the Overheat off after? Could be Solar Beam, too. Solar Beam is a possibility as well, but... I don't know. I think his Overheat's more likely. Otherwise, he would have just done it earlier. What the heck? I mean, okay. Is it straight Weather Ball? Oh, there's Overheat. Okay. I don't get the... unfortunately, don't get the move off. It would have been all resisted anyway. Yo, Bastion really falling off, man. Alright, let's see what they have in the back. Oh, what the heck? It's really good for me, honestly. Alright, what hurts more? Stone Edge? Probably. Alright, the whole point here is I just need to overfarm. Actually, don't hate it. The only unfortunate part is I couldn't get my move off on my Bastion, but other than that, it's not the worst. Alright, so they don't have energy on the Quagsire, so I have that going for me a bit. I think... So here's the play they're going for, right? Actually, let me just do this. Because they have to shield this now, right? This is going to be super awkward. I don't think I can air slash down. So the problem is if I shield the next power gem. Okay, oh, they actually go for this. Okay, wait, that's kind of big. I don't like this at all. Okay. This is really uncomfortable for me. I might get astonished down. I just couldn't shield that, right? I just could not shield that. Because I know I had to throw the energy here. Come on! Ah, bro. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, obviously, if I survive the overheat, we could do some damage and then we win that. But there's no way I could ever shield my Bastion at that point in time, right? Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I enjoyed the Devon finals. Caleb and PV Josh. Yeah. Congrats to Mission Pocket and Jocko went crazy as well. Ryblet and Leo, mi amigos. It's no fuego. Oh, this is a great lead. Yeah, that was it was a fun one for sure. Oh shoot, this is not great. It's awkward. I have to shield this. I have to shield it. So behind though on energy. Okay. Do I double shield? Probably not worth it, right? I don't think it's worth it. If they shield, maybe, but they could kind of dictate this matchup a little bit better than I can. Okay, they went straight for another bulldoze at least, so it's better for me. Yeah, Pocket played really well. He didn't lose. Not losing a single game is kind of crazy. Okay, I get it off on charge check priority. This is kind of big for me because if I land this, I can just Thundershock down and get to play rough. Nice. That's really good because they can't farm too much off of this. And if they pivot over right now, they lock themselves in. And that's really bad for them. So I don't think they're going to do that. If they do that. Nice. Okay. I don't know if I get to a play rough, though. It's a problem. I don't think I do. There's no way. I'll just do this. I just want to get some damage off. It's not much, but it's something. I probably have to let the Rock Slide go on the Marowak. Try to think what they have in the bag. If it's a Dene, I lose. Because they just have shield advantage. And there's no way I win that. Oh boy, it really is. Yeah, we lose this. Down a shield there is pretty bad. Down a shield there is really bad. If I wasn't down a shield, it'd be a different story. Okay, we do go 3-2, but there's nothing I could have done in that matchup, unfortunately. Even if I had both shields, I'd lose that. I still lose that. So, but I had to fight for switch there because I can't afford to not. Bro wiping the nose and sniffling Bruce Lee. Yeah. That Mark Corgle play was pretty sweet, though. Yeah, I know for sure. I do agree with that. All right. Oh, boy. This is the hardest lead for this team. Now, if I'm a quitter, I would just quit out here. But I'm not. And I'm going to see if I can find a win con. I know my patron Boobelly found a way to win this once, but it's not easy. Let's put it that way. It's not an easy matchup. This is the core breaker of core breakers for this team. However, their backline usually is kind of weak, so we'll see if we can make something happen or not. Okay. I don't know if I want them to Thundershock me down, though. It's a problem. Ooh, we're closing in on that range. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have to shield this, unfortunately. You essentially need to dump everything into Mana Bus to do some type of damage, but having Air Slash as well is really not great here. Okay. Do I ever go to Dene here? Let's hope they get greedy. Okay, I'm going to shield. This is really bad, but I have to shield. If they shield themselves, I go to Dene. I think I go to Dene either way, because I don't want them to farm energy here. They're going to be weak to do Dene in all likelihood. Oh, they let it go. That's really good. That's really good for me. All right, I'm going to get hit by a Mud Bomb. It's going to suck, but it is what it is. We have dumped so many resources just to take out this Unova Stunfisk. And watch me just be hard counter in the back. Ooh, that's not good. 4, 5, 6. They're on charge like priority at least. That's really bad for me, though. Well, there's that. Oh, they shield, though. I mean, something. Okay. Go on charge check priority here, which is something. Yeah, this is not a good lead, though. I will say that. Okay. We will see what they have in the back. It's kind of tough. They still have a shield, too, which is really bad. This Bastiodon nerf damage is also, like, very abysmal, unfortunately. Otherwise, it'd be okay, but... Well, these are just kind of those tough leads, you know? Peng is so annoying for that team. Yeah. Well, we're just kind of counter here, too, unfortunately. I had to go for a crazy catch, I guess, but... It's kind of not easy. I'll go right now. Oh, fuck. Nope, not going to happen. Yeah, this is not going to happen. I think if their backline was a little bit weaker, it'd be fine. Dude, they're triple strong to Dedenne. My Dedenne had nowhere to go. They had a Superior, a Gligar, and a Unova Stunfisk. It's not that the Unova Stunfisk beats my whole team that made that hard. It was the fact that their whole team also beat my Dedenne. And my Mana Buzz was in the worst position possible because it beats both Gligar and Superior, but it was positioned in a terrible spot. And then my Bastiodon just has... My Bastiodon also can get beat by all three, you know, so... Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, it is what it is. I do like to face those comps. It sounds stupid, but I swear, I really like facing those type of core breakers because it's like, for me, it's like trying to solve a puzzle that is really hard to solve, right? And just seeing if you can find a win con after facing it multiple times. Obviously, the backline is always different, but I personally don't mind the challenge, but here we go again. What the heck? Back-to-back Unova Stunfisk. I take it all back. Niantic / Scopely, if you're listening, I didn't actually mean it. I don't actually want to face core breakers nonstop. I was just trying to see the silver lining of things. But we don't need to do this all night. Come on now. What is this? What are the chances of back-to-back Unova Stunfisk? All right, look. Last game, I had very little play into the back. This game, I'm hoping that I have more play in the back. Also, that team was stupid weak to ice. Like, if you run into, like, a Lowland Sandslash, what do? Lapras is, like, okay. But, like, they were very, very weak to ice. Okay, I have to shield this. I wonder if I play it different. I don't think I can play it differently. Be careful what you wish for, yeah. You face 4 Unova Stunfisk in a row? Dude, everyone's like tagging me, telling me that this Bastiodon team is putting in work for them. Okay, well, we have this. Okay, this is actually really good for me. All right, I left with a move, and then I will for sure get to a Flamethrower against the Unova Stunfisk. And I honestly don't even think that... Oh, that's so little. I actually don't even think that Mud Bomb's going to be enough anyway. Yo, okay. I'm probably gonna just optimize here because I don't win the charge check priority anyway. Actually no, I'll just throw on charge check priority. It's fine. No, I'll optimize. I can get away with 1. Okay, that's fine. They have the back-to-back? I don't know. I'll throw this one right away. Oh yeah, I do need to throw it right away. They were trying to Thundershock me down, which is a little bit awkward. I don't know if I can afford that. Okay. This is not enough for them to go down to... Do they double shield this? There's no way, right? This is not enough to take them out. Alright, that's actually really good that they didn't double shield. I really want to come in and smack them down, but I can't. I do so little damage, and they're just going to Thunder Shock me all the way. Like, it'd be great if I could force the energy, but if I can't force the energy, it's a different story. All right, so here's the thing. I need to throw this Parabolic Charge right away. They might... If they have a counter for denying the back, I'm screwed. But I'm hoping they don't. Because based on how they're built their team, it makes a lot more sense. Oh, wait, hold on, what? Wait, what? They called on Golisopod. See what I mean? See, this team is actually weak to it. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, boy. Yes. Yes, sir. Okay. See what I mean? If we didn't see another Unova Stunfisk, we wouldn't be able to know if we could beat it or not. But I think we can. I don't know. If they get to back-to-back Mud Bomb, I'm screwed. But boosting my defense here is going to be nice. Oh, we get it! We get it! Yo! See? I don't mind the Core Breaker leads. It's not so bad because it gives you a chance to find win conditions. No matter how bleak the situation looks, can't always give up, you know? All right. But I'm serious, though. If you're listening, Pokemon Go, don't give me another Unova Stunfisk lead. I'm really not trying to do that every time I face someone. Those are hard games. But I'm not afraid of a little challenge. Wait, is this too? Oh, I guess. I don't know. I feel like the light got brighter again all of a sudden. Not sure why. All right. Trying to the end makes you, yeah, better battler. Yeah, for sure. You just won't know what you can do, right? For me, I don't care who's on the other side or how bad the odds look. Whoa, this is not good though. Okay, this is really bad for me. Ooh, that's not good. The problem is I can't flip switch here. I think that's the problem. 1, 2. Should we try? Maybe I should try. I'm in a really bad spot if I don't flip switch. But you know what I could do? If I could grab their shields, I start coming in and farming down with the... the problem is this Ferrothorn probably has Thunder, which is also not good. Because they would have... Yeah. Alright, this might seem stupid, and it probably is, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Alright, I need to build up to the play rough to force a shield, maybe. Okay. If they don't shield this, that's going to be really unfortunate for me. I need to get something here. Oh, they don't even shield. I could have been play rough. Ah, that's not good at all. Okay, that's not good at all. I don't think I can Thunder Shock down, though. That's too greedy for me. It's still way too much damage. Oh! They did it, though! They couldn't stop themselves. They did it. Alright. Okay. I need to turn down my light after this, though. It's really bright for some reason. This is kind of bad, though. Okay, I'm going to pause. I need our timers to come down a lot. I don't care if they do a lot of damage here, but I know that they're still attacking right now. I just need this to go down because I'm not trying to get this locked into whatever they have in the back. I think that's the biggest issue. The game doesn't refresh, though, it's a problem. So I don't know what's actually happening, but yeah. Okay, let's do it now. Oh, okay, that's fine. Comes another move. I know that they have some type of anti-Bastion on the back, right? Oh, now the game's frozen. What's happening here? Bro! Okay. Okay, yeah. I did that on purpose, though. But it's just like, if you don't put in inputs, the game just doesn't recognize it. Oh, we lose this anyway. Yeah, they haven't done anything back. We lose this. It's unfortunate. I don't think I could have done anything else there at that point, because otherwise we just lose that game either way. Maybe they don't shield up play rough? I don't know. That'd be kind of crazy, right? There's no way, right? Yeah, if they don't shield this... Yeah, if they shield this, yeah, it's over. So... I guess in hindsight, I should have just kept tapping because the Bastion has a lot more play there. Let me turn down my brightness. I don't know why this thing is so bright right But I just didn't know. I figured they had like a better answer to Bastion on the back, but I guess they didn't. Okay, that's a little bit more. It's still kind of bright. %? All right, that should be good. All right. We'll try it again. I think that would have been hard either way, though. That stuff always happens, ticks me off. I think they should have fixed that a long time ago. I feel like part of it's just like how they designed the game, but that's why like pausing to prevent them from catching is such an unreliable mechanic. Because sometimes you pause, the game just doesn't load if you're not tapping. But you don't want to keep tapping and then they catch on you, right? So, yeah. All right, if they have a double ground in the back, we probably just lose this, but I'm curious to see what they have. Yeah, this looks like it's double ground game. Why is this team still around, man? I hate this team. It's so like, I don't know. Look, I know I use Bastion, right? But like, I gotta say, in my personal opinion, my Bastion teams take a lot more skill to run than some of these other RPS teams. Like, I have no fast attack pressure except for the Bastion. And honestly, Bastion is not really that much fast attack pressure. You know, these teams are just like no brain, three turn move, fast attack pressure teams, and you try and muscle through. They work though. They do work, which is why it's like particularly frustrating, but I get it. It is what it is. Like, people are just trying to, like, I think you should use what you can to win, right? So I kind of understand the thought process, but all right. Show me the Gastrodon. I'm ready. I don't know why they're waiting out the timer, but timers are up, man. Bro, come on. We don't have to waste everyone's time here. Okay. Still pretty unwinnable, but it's a little bit better. Okay. I had to double shield this. Still really, really tough, unfortunately. I have a general idea on how to play this out, but it's not easy. Okay. So, I need to go for a combo play. The problem is, I'm just not doing enough damage right now. Okay, they will have another one soon. Actually, if I could avoid this drill run damage, might be okay. No, I think they hit me with one anyway, right? I think they do. I need to throw this stone edge before I swap, though. Otherwise, we're going to be in a really bad spot either way. Do I get it off? Oh, I'll charge like party. That's unfortunate. They're going to shield this, and that's fine. So here's my play. I throw this. I come in, Mana Buzz. I go for the combo play. There's no way they come in Wigglytuff here, right? Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, we get the combo play off. It's not. I don't think I could take out the Wigglytuff as a problem. I think that's the hard part. Do we get the aerial ace off? Okay, no, we don't even get that off. That's unfortunate. Yeah, the problem is I can't really bank two moves anyway. Nah, I think we lose this one. Yeah, we lose this one. That's a tough one. It's pretty much hard countered in the lead and the counter swap, and the back line, I don't win that either way, right? Yeah, that's way too much work. Got stream sniped? I don't think so. I think that's a pretty standard team, I feel like. I mean, unless someone's in here named Jorge Momo Bus. I think that's not a crazy team. I see those kind of pretty often. Stream snipe would be if that's a Gastrodon in the back, which I've seen plenty of too, which is why I expected the Gastrodon, because I've seen a lot of the Wigglytuff double mud slappers, but yeah. Yes, yeah, Fabian, yeah. So I thought it was a ground type for the Bastion, because it's a ground or water. It's a Talonflame lead, so they're got to be strong into it, right? And so the problem is if I take out that Talonflame too quickly, and it's like a Gastrodon, a Feraligatr, I can't swap out, right? So what I need to do is to be able to swap out. All right. Well, we'll do this again. Ground? Yep, there's a ground. So the saving grace here is that I'm not like I could wall off all the energy from the Talonflame, I guess. So it's not too bad there. And I could farm a lot here. Okay. Well, maybe not that much now, but that's fine. Maybe I should have not thrown this move. Some people panic and shield. But Yeah, this person doesn't. All right, we're going to wait out the timer a bit here. This one also feels like it might be kind of bad, but we'll see. Show me the Annihilate in the back is what I have to say. Could be a Marowak. Marowak would be bad. Well, Marowak could be really weird into a Azumarill. I think a Azumarill lead is what throws me off with these kind of comps. They might be kind of still not that great into the Bastiodon in the back. It could be like a Drapion, something kind of more neutral. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Drapion in the back would make a lot of sense. Let's see if they come in Talon or not. Yeah, they do. I'm just going to swap right away. Maybe I should have thrown an Air Slash. Oh, okay. This is not too bad. See, this is more manageable for sure. I'm going to let this go for now. I have a play. This is actually pretty manageable. This is why we have the Dedenne safe swap, so we could draw out those ground types, and then we put ourselves in this kind of situation where we have more neutral play into everything, right? Like, my Manabuzz has plenty of play into the Talonflame. So I'm not even that concerned there. My timer's about to come up soon, though. Let's see if they shield. I assume they're going to have the shield here, right? I think I go for the Stone Edge first, and then I swap. I don't really want to try to go for a catch here, but I guess I could. All right, they 100% have to shield this. And then I go Manabuzz, and then they come in Talonflame, and that's actually not that bad of a matchup either, but I don't have energy for a move. 1, 2. Okay. I mean, there's no way this is Brave Bird, right? Even if it is, I survive. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I went a little bit over. I think they have a move, though. We'll go for the air. Okay. Oh, they don't. Okay, that's good. Let's see what they throw here. There's a small chance they have Flame Charge. I don't know if they shield this or not, though. Yeah, they don't. Okay. Don't I just win with shields up? Am I tripping? Nothing they throw here is going to hurt me. Oh, yeah, they don't even get a move off. Oh, we win this. We still have 2 shields. There's no way they win this, right? How did they win this? Oh, they have no health either. Ha! Okay. Well, there we go. Bad safe swap. No problem. It wasn't that bad of a lead, but in those situations, you just need to bait out any grounds they have. Yeah. All rats. 2-3 this set. Nothing too great, but I guess it could be worse. Hit him with a flamethrower because we got to. Okay. I mean, I think this team still has a lot of utility. We got hard countered in what? 2 of the games that I lost? I forgot what happened in the 3rd game. Oh, and then Unova Sunfist game. Yeah. Yeah. Was that the set? I think it was. That's not bad. Considering one of those wins was against Unova Sunfist. I'll take it. I think the most important thing is I don't mind losing as long as in my losses I could not have won. I get more frustrated with myself if I lose a game I could have won, you know? But sometimes you just can't win every game. And that's kind of how it is. No matter how perfectly you play it, you know, I think that's the most important part. You can play it perfectly and still lose. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Yo, no way. This is my buddy Andy. He's a local mine too. Okay. Well, it's a good lead from me. See what you got, Andy. He knows I love Bastiodon though, so I don't know if he's going to think I'm running it, but because I don't always run it for what it's worth. Does he go for a catch? No, he doesn't. Okay. I need to wait for him to throw his energy, and then we swap to Dedenne. Okay, nice. All right, let's go Dedenne here. He has over Ice Punch energy, though, so he might throw a move and dip, which I don't really mind. Yeah, this is not that big of a deal for me. I'm trying to think what he have in the back. If it's his own Dedenne, it's a little bit annoying, but 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of annoying matchup, but... Okay, so he's kind of weak to Mana Bust somehow. I don't know how, though. You think he's running Sand Tomb here or Rock Tomb? Okay, we get this off. This is actually really good. If I land this, I could dictate this matchup. Because I know I could probably Thundershock down. If he throws Rock Tomb, it's kind of annoying, but he ends up shielding. I'm going to shield too. I feel like it's Rock Tomb, yeah. I was like, if it was Sand Tomb, he would have thrown it earlier. Okay. We might be able to flip Switch. He doesn't really want me to win Switch. So that's kind of a telltale sign a little bit. Oh, yeah, he really doesn't want me to win Switch. Hold on. It's kind of awkward. I don't know if I could win Switch is the problem. Oh, he does have Sand Tomb. What the heck? Wait, what? Huh. Okay, I didn't even mean to do all that, but I guess that worked out. I was actually just going to swap anyway. Okay. Like, that wasn't like an intended catch for what it's worth. Okay. Well, that's good. We catch the Resistance Shadow Punch. I don't think he comes in Fortress here because he doesn't have a lot of energy. Maybe he does if he's really weak to Mana Bust him back. Oh, it's over now. All right, that's fine. And I don't think he's running Hydro Pump on this, but we'll see. I think I'm in a good position either way, but Hydro Pump would make things a little bit dicier. He's got to see the Bastiodon coming, right? It's Caleb Peng. All right, let's see. He might also be practicing for like his Worlds team or something. Let's see. It could still be Hydro Pump. It's not out of the question. I guess if it is, I just go to Dene right after this. I don't know. Is that the right play? Let's see. This kind of feels like it's a Hydro Pump. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, we're chilling. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Andy. Okay, yeah, that's over. His only chance is maybe, like, I don't know, even catching a move there. There's just no way the Zero muscles through. You need to land a move. You need a, I don't know. A Sand Tube's not even going to do enough there either. All right. Well, that's nice. It's interesting because he was fighting so hard for Switch, but, like, yeah, I mean, like, it would be great if Azumarill was on the Mana Buzz, but, like, I guess the question is why double shield there if you're going to give up Switch anyway with Dusclops? I guess he was going for, like, a combo play, but I wasn't trying to catch the move. I honestly just trying to clear the debuff at that point. Because I also, once he threw the Sand Tomb, I don't know. I think it's just in my head, I thought that, you know, even if my Bastion gets locked in a Fortress later, it's not that big of a deal. But I think I just was not confident that I could survive the Bug Bite damage. I don't know. The debuff is not that big of a deal. I guess maybe I was scared they were going to outpace. Or the fact that my Parabolic might have not been enough. Oh, here's what the DM. Yeah. Said, GG. Nothing I can do there. I don't disagree with you there. Okay, wait, this is actually kind of okay. Ooh, that's really bad for me, actually. I really wish that didn't happen, but... What is happening, though? Are they in the wrong cup? My cargo. I don't know about this. Okay, one. Yeah, letting them sneak the Incinerate really put me behind. But I don't think I could win this anyway if they shield and debuff. So I think I'm just going to come in Bastion after this. Oh, wait. Maybe I could get to a move. No. Oh, no. No. I need the game not to function properly for that to be the case. All right. It's likely going to be an overheat. I don't know. My Cargo's not the highest attack stat Pokemon. So... And there's no way they come in Jump Bluff here, right? So I essentially... Wait. What the heck? Wait. What are they doing? What are you doing? You have a Jump Bluff in the back. Why would you lock in your only counter to Bastiodon? There's no way. Brother, this is not the play. This is not the play at all. You had it lined up. I mean, yeah, it's kind of annoying to deal with the mana buzz with the shield advantage, but like you have the Annihilate for the Bastiodon. Why would you give that up? What is the goal here? Yeah, I don't know. I don't. If this is Ice Punch, it doesn't even take me out. But they're just throwing Rage Fist. Okay. Oh, that's that. Did you just see Rubik's Master retirement video? Made me realize too, and I just quit like that. Oh no. Should we watch that? Should we watch the retirement video together? Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. Yeah, it's still hitting me with the Rock Tombs. Like, they pretty much had me counter there. All right. What did he post it on Twitter? Oh, he did. What do we do against Credilli lead? Oh, that's a good one. You stay in. You stay in, and then you finish off with Bastion. They're usually pretty weak to Dene in the back, yeah. Once in a while, you run to like weird like ABA grass comms, but it's not super common. All right, I'm down to watch the retirement video after I finish the set, if you all are down. Rubik's Master, for anyone that's curious, he got second place at Worlds, second season of the Championship Series for Pokemon Go. He lost to Saxon at Yokohama. Really, really good player. Very underrated in my mind. Just because he's like not like the biggest personality, he's pretty quiet and stuff, and he doesn't go to a lot of tournaments, but every time he goes to tournaments, he does well. There's only a couple people that have 3 second place titles across like all the different tournaments. I'm the first, and Rubik's Master's the second. Like, we all have 3, but I was the one that got the first 3. But his is at World, so it's a little different, right? He has 2 regional second places and 1 he has 1 at Worlds. So his Worlds second place is a lot more impressive than mine at like a small tournament. All right, I don't know what I'm doing here. Do I just go for the shield play and just try to shield through? I don't know if I could win this though. Okay. I just need to let this go. It's not really worth trying to muscle through this. Maybe if I survive this, I could get to play rough and force the shields. Oh, I can't. Okay. If they're not counting, then that's fine, but I think they're counting. I might be in trouble here. Yeah, let's just do this and see. Okay. I need to just go straight Bastion, I think. They have another grass in the back, maybe? I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, we lose. There's no way we do that one. All right, so you had Credilli, Gastro. Oh, yeah, that's tough. If they have Gastro behind the Credilli, that's really tough. If they have, like, because the Gastro is a huge problem, yeah. I mean, those are things you just lose, right? But I've tried swapping out against Credilli. It's never worth it, you know? So you just need to play out that matchup and hope they don't have answers to the Dene in the back. Because that's generally what the Credilli's there for, especially the Acid one, right? But it's never worth swapping over to Dene into the Credilli. You're just giving them exactly what they need. I found win cons against... Oh my gosh. Another Unova Stunfisk. All right, this is Unova Stunfisk number 3. We're 1-1 so far. I'm still confident that I can find wins against this. It's just not easy. Okay, it's fine. We get the move off first. They're probably just thinking, why am I staying in, right? Especially the Air Slash variants. But we've done it before. I'm ready to try again. But yeah, I'll pull up the Rubik's Master retirement video. The other people with second place, 3 second place finishes is Arrow, Tomahawk UK, and I believe Zizwilus. But Zizwilus is the one out of the 5 of us that has actually won a title already, so you know, it's a little bit different. Actually, maybe there might be another European or so. I don't know. It's been so many tournaments at this point that like more and more people have that achievement. Personally, I'm not trying to hold the record for most amount of second place finishes though. I would like to win one day. It's just that I never practice for these tournaments. I just don't take it serious enough, you know? Like I always say I will, and I just don't, which is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna shield this. All right, I'm gonna throw the foul play and then swap over, and hope I have a lot of play in the back. Paddle's got 3 as well. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, what's up, it's Axon? I hope you're doing well. All right. Now, how do we sweep the team? That's the question. If they come in grass, that's not gonna be good. We're just talking about Rubik's Master because he apparently put out a retirement video. I don't know if you've seen it or heard about anything about it, but I might just open it up right after this and we can watch it together if you are down. Okay, so they are weak. They are weak to the Dene. All right, here's my opening. I need to smack this down. Hopefully this takes me out. If they actually get extra farm off this, it's not good. I'm hoping they have a Moltres in the back and then maybe something else really weak to Bastiodon. Oh, well, that's not it. That's tough. That's tough. We beat one Unova Stumpus today, though, so I'll take it. But, well, welcome in, World Champ. You know, I don't know how the trajectory of things go if Rubik's Master won Worlds, but there's a chance that he would have retired anyway. So, not that I was rooting against Rubik's Master, but in a way, for the longevity of game, and many reasons, I'm glad that Axon did take that title that year. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. All right, let's swap over here. The whole point here is draw any grounds because my Bastion's not really going to do great into the Greninja anyway. Wait, they stay in. What the heck? That's really good because you grab a shield instantly. I don't need switch here because essentially I'm still using Mana Bus to take out the Greninja later. But grabbing a shield here is huge. I don't know why they're staying in at all, but I don't know how they're this weak to Dene either with a Greninja lead. Yeah, I watched it. I don't agree with a few parts of it, but it was interesting. Okay. Good to know. Okay, I think I just shield once here. If I could grab all their shields, that's actually kind of worth it, too. I doubt they go Night Slash. It's actually not enough to take me out, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is really good. They just play into my hand here. Because, yes, this is a solid play in most situations, but not when they got a Bastion on the back. And this is really good, too, because the Greninja can't really come into this very comfortably now that I have all this energy, or that I will. I still have the Parabolic Charge banked, and I still have a full health Mana Buzz. Okay, they have an Energy Ball at least, so there's that, but we're fine. We are fine there. Yeah. For the content, it was pretty good for me. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure, yeah, it is. It is quite nice. Oh, okay. It's kind of weird. Do I shield the Bastiodon? I think I do. Oh, I almost swapped over there. Okay, I think I do and hope they have like Moltres in the back maybe. Okay, we get the comp play off. That's good. I don't think the jump off can finish me off very easily. They clearly didn't have great Dedenne answers in the back. I'm wondering if they have their own Dedenne. That would actually be really bad for me. But I do have energy loaded. Oh, wait, hold on. That's fine. Oh, we get to it. Oh, unfortunate. I think I come in. I just do this. I need to try like combo play later because Stone Edge is not enough, and I don't want them to sidewave me down after they land a move. Okay. I throw the foul play. I just need to find the opening to go for the combo play, but they could also just swap over themselves. They likely don't. I guess it's a chance they have acrobatics. I need to swap over at a weird time. I don't know if they overfarm too much actually though. Ah, that's nice. That's actually really good for me. That's really good for me. I think they expected a combo play maybe. This is just aerial ace, right? Oh no, they are running acrobatics. Okay. I guess they have that going for them. We just do this, and then we combo play. Yeah, I think we're good. There's no... I don't think I have a Sparkling already charged up anyway. I think their only hope is that I was going for, like... No, I'm not going BM. Oh, wait! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's actually not good. That's really not good. I think I survived this, though. I trust the bulk of Basti. Wow. That was a good play by them, though, because that probably was their only win con is taking me out there. But, yeah. Are you going to compete at all next season? Yeah. I will, for sure. Vegas is pretty close to me and to you, so I guess we'll see you there. I'm still debating on some of the other ones. Look, no hate on LAIC and stuff, but my personal experience was really bad last year. I just had so much connectivity issues in both of my losses. Even in my wins, actually. Against the opponents I 2-0'd, I think I faced them like... I faced this one guy like 4 or 5 times, and I 2-0'd him. But he kept lagging too, and it was unfair for him, right? So we kept rematching and stuff. But yeah, it just kind of kills the mood of the game. And I think for some people, the experience was much better. It just, for me, it wasn't great. And, you know, Brazil's not that close for me to justify making that trip. So I don't know how many internationals I'll compete at. But hey, what's up, kids? Story time. Yeah. I was going to go to LIC until I stole Travel Award. I heard less than ideal things. Yeah. It's kind of a mixed bag. I was in the same group as Marcho Galde, and he had like a slightly better lag than me, like better to deal with lag. But even he had some rematches. Like we all played at the same time, right? That's why I mentioned him, because he won it all. But okay, if people are down, let's I'm down to maybe take a look at the, what do you call it? The retirement video from Rubik's Master. I'm genuinely curious what it looks like. All right, let's let me just change things a bit. I'm very curious. All right, let me swap my monitor over. Whoa, whoops. Here we go. All right, let's take a look and see what he has to say about Pokemon.
I've played a multitude of Pokemon games, and when Pokemon Go released in 2016, I made no exception to start playing as soon as I could. I've been lucky enough to put thousands of hours since week 1 trying to get the most out of anything.
For those that don't know, this is
Pokemon Go.
The second place
So when the Go Battle League was introduced into the game in 2020, I made sure to get on it. I quickly learned the mechanics and enjoyed playing GBL, but as the years went by, something didn't feel right about Pokemon Go PvP until one day when it finally clicked.
Alright.
When Pokemon Go joined the Play Pokemon circuit, I was genuinely surprised. It felt too soon to be adding it, being relatively recent since adding GBL, and prominent bugs pertaining to PvP consistently occurring. Yet, when I thought about why this decision was made, it started to make sense. As Pokemon Go has changed over the years, it has been no exception to monetization, increasing prices to remote raid passes or paid tickets for nearly every single event. But another way Pokemon Go could have been monetized was the Go Battle League. Upon release, GBL required players to walk a certain distance to play more than one free set of 5 battles a day.
Sad times.
Or players could pay Pokecoins. That's how we're making money. One slight problem though. Now players can't do the walking requirement, so now there is no walking requirement. Luckily for the players, to this day that change won't be reverted. But for Niantic, now there's nothing to benefit off of players who are maxing out sets in GBL, unless we get some outside help. Hey Pokemon, do you think Pokemon Go could be added as a game to the Championship Series? We're getting a ton of players who are playing our newly introduced Go Battle League. Sure, Niantic. Sounds like the Go Battle League was a success. We can get you in as soon as next season. Great, that's awesome. And so it began. Pokemon Go joined the Championship Series, being a part of regional championships, international championships, and the World Championships. And with players actively engaging with the growing PvP community, surely there will be plenty of players to compete in these events, right?
Can barely
Over the
clutch
4
that out.
years Pokemon Go has had tournaments, there has been a steady increase in the number of players participating, but when comparing the stats to the other Pokemon games, it is yet to be the game with the highest player base.
That is fair.
Increase. Pokemon Go wasn't helping its own case, having a dramatically lowered number of eyes on it due to a Go Battle League releasing 4 years after the initial launch, or the onslaught of bugs that to this day players have to face. After years of attempting to grow, it's clear that there isn't a large enough player base to reach the big numbers, but despite these flaws, I think the gameplay itself might fundamentally be the...
I don't know if there's not enough player base. I'll just pause it real quick here. The amount of people that play Pokemon Go might even eclipse the amount of people that play VGC and maybe even the card game. Not collectors, but like competitively play the card game, right? But the amount of people that actually compete in PvP and then also in these actual tournaments is a much, much smaller percentage. I think I heard somewhere that Pokemon Go has like 13 million to 15 million active users. That's a lot. But the amount that actually PvP, probably like 100K. Maybe less, and then the amount that go to tournaments, much smaller than that. So I get his point still, but I think there is an audience they could tap into. It's just, how do you get those players to care, right? Not everyone's going to care about PvP for starters, but yeah.
The biggest problem with Pokemon Go PvP.
Fix the game step 1 accent? Yeah, I don't disagree.
Similar to Pokemon Go, Pokemon Unite is a real-time PvP game involving Pokemon. In Pokemon Unite, running at 60 FPS, you're able to input attacks at any of these 60 frames per second. Likewise,
I played a lot of Pokemon
Go,
Unite, so I get it.
Story. Tap somewhere on the screen to input attacks at an interval of 1/60th of a second. Except it's not. The mechanics in Pokemon Go PvP are quite simple. The game works in intervals of half a second, called turns.
You wonder how many
where
would come
Pokemon
back
use their
after a
faster charge
fix?
attack or switches.
I don't
But Here
know.
lies the problem. An average human reaction
I've had a lot of friends quit the game over the years, and some of them were really, really good at this game. And they just, not a single one of them really came back. Because it's a lot to keep up with. It's a lot to grind, and also, like, part of it's just, like, frustrations that, like... Oh, I will say this. None of them came back, but I guess the game's not completely fixed. So, like, there's still bugs. So, I guess maybe if it does happen one day, they might. But I can see how some people just lose the motivation, right? And then once you go cold turkey once, it's just, like, kind of hard.
time lies around 300 milliseconds, less than the 500 millisecond intervals that Pokemon Go's turn system runs on. Fast enough that it can be possible to react to every single action that takes place in a game. Additionally, because the game only checks for inputs at half-second intervals, there is technically no reason to tap any faster than once every half second, effectively making Pokemon Go PvP run at 2 frames per second. If you were to remove all animations, any skill expression is no different than if the game only updated every half second.
Oh my
A
gosh.
large reason why I said Pokemon
So
Go
choppy.
PvP is solved. At 2 FPS, it can be easy to perfect the best outcome of a game because there is always enough time to react to every possible situation, a skill ceiling that is very easy to reach.
Oh, Go Battle
By
League.
far, the easiest way to play Pokemon Go PvP is to play in the Go Battle League, by ranking up after playing against...
Dude, I will say, credit to Rubik's Master as well. His video editing and storytelling is pretty solid, you know? Like, he might not be the most charismatic guy, but he knows how to deliver information in a easy to digest and interesting way, in my opinion, because I know all this stuff, right? Like, this is not new information for me, but I think it's still pretty easy to follow along and engaging.
other players, you can get exclusive avatar items and a pose for each in-game season. But realistically, what benefit is there to playing GBL? Sure, you can get the exclusive pose, but after that, what's the point? If you want Stardust, go catch stuff. If you want TMs, go do raids. But
Pikachu
what if you
Libre is
want to
probably
have
about
your name
it.
on the leaderboards? I get wanting to be near the top at least one time, but every day? Every month? Why? There's no benefit, like, at all. No extra rewards for ending the season at a certain leaderboard placement. No championship points to gain. No exclusive avatar items. Nothing. As it gets easier to hit legend rank the more you play, the less motivation I had to actually play GBL. Even getting that special pose didn't feel that important after over 20 seasons.
That's true. I have
The
them all
reward
too.
system isn't
It's
the only
really,
reason I strayed away
it's really
from
not a
GBL.
motivating
No,
factor.
that was just a small part in a much bigger reason. Let's say a new cup is about to start in GBL. You look for a team to play, and the first set goes 4-1. Nice. That's not a bad start. Let's keep going. And you keep going. Another set, the same team game after game, day after day, slowly gaining points. Good leads stay in, bad leads swap out. Oh look, it's a lead I've fought before. Let's play the game the same way. Oh look, it's the same team I've fought before. Let's play the same way. You see the problem? Running the same team game after game, it's boring.
Yeah, I really resonate with this point in the sense that, you know, I play other video games as well, and a lot that have esports. They change the mechanics or the structure of the game like every couple months to a year max, right? And so the fact that, like, yeah, PvP, Pokemon Go PvP has changed a bit. Like, one of my biggest complaint is that not much has changed. And besides, like, the, you know, the Fruit Ninja, like, charge move animation, a lot of people don't even know. Back in the day, you had to, like, fiercely tap your screen. That was it. It just, like, widened the bubble, but there wasn't, like, different animations for, like, fire charge attacks, flying charge attacks, etc. And then outside of that, they reduced the switch timer to, you know, 50 seconds instead of a minute. And they changed the switch tray. Back in the day, you had to, like, pull up a switch tray to switch out. Now you can just tap on the right side. That's it. Everything else is exactly the same. They did some cosmetic stuff that makes the game a lot more enjoyable in terms of just visually and just, like, smoothness. But I don't disagree with Ruby Master. Like, the game is, for the most part, hasn't really changed in, like, from PvP standpoint. And this came out December 2018. So, like, what? We're approaching now 6+ years, right? Almost 7 years of this.
There's nothing new to see or learn after playing just a few.
Yeah. It's Action makes a great point. They've tried to add form change, but that's always been mess. That's true. Form change, I guess, is slightly different, but the general layout is still the same. You know, it's still the 3v3 format. But yeah, I will say that is a slight difference for sure.
Games, so why continue? The way I see it, my mind resets when a game starts. Seeing that countdown forces you to think.
What's up, Rockhaven? Did VGC really change? Yeah. Every game comes out, there's something new. They have, like, Megas, Dynamax, Gigantamax, Terrestrializing. So they always have something big that happens, right? And it definitely has changed a lot over the years. Maybe a little bit different, but level 60 requirement, achieve legend rank. Yeah, that'd be wild. Level 60. Imagine a level 60 Wobbuffet running around and Pachirisu. I mean, if it happens, it happens. Then I'll grind it out. But I know a lot of people won't be happy with that.
Only about the game that is about to start. Forgetting about the last game. Forgetting that you are doing the exact same thing for the 20th time that day. After years of playing GBL, it became rarely fun. Not because the meta was bad, but because the team you run gets stale after only a few games. But then why not play a different team? That's the problem. Once you stick to a certain team, you start winning with it, and that urge to play something different goes away quickly. But even then, with the simplicity that are Pokemon Go PvP mechanics, with a new team, you won't really bring too much new to the table. Some things do more damage, and other things do less. Is it really that different?
Okay, I will say this point too, right? Like, yes, there's a lot of value in running the same team, which is what I generally do for each meta rotation. Here's the thing. If a game is really fun and built to be different, you could play the same team and still have fun with it. I'll give you one good example is when people play MOBAs, I'll use League of Legends, right? The biggest MOBA out. You know, they have over like 150 different champions, right? Different characters you could play. There's most people that climb like the in-game ladder, not competitive pros, right? They have to learn a lot of different champs. But most people that climb the ladder, the ones that are really good, they one trick. They just play one champion. And you're thinking, how could that be fun? And these people played this one champion for years. This game's been out for like 15+ years. Some people played this one champion for 5, 10+ years. Only one champion they specialize in. And they're just called like one-trick ponies. And that's what a lot of them do, and they climb a lot with it. And it's still fun for them. And I know because I play League of Legends, and a lot of times if I play the same champ over and over again, and those games are way longer, it's still fun because the game itself is different every time, and there's so many different interactions to make fun, like make it fun. It's like almost working on a craft, right? Like if you're like someone that works in crafts, like you're iron like smelter or something, or like you're you know, you make like, I don't know, you make like chairs out of scratch and stuff, right? Like there's a certain level of satisfaction honing that craft and being really good at it, right? Obviously some people just do that for work, but for fun purposes, people can find fun with it, which is why like I don't even think that like playing one team can be boring if the game is made to be really fun. But because it's like kind of repetitive in how Go Battle League goes and stuff, and the games are so short, because games are so short, only so much variability can happen in a game, which is probably why it feels so repetitive, right? Like a League of Legends games, like 20 to like 50 plus minutes. So many different interactions can happen there, right? So I think that's those Garen dudes, Rocket. Yeah. One of my friends just won those Garen dudes.
Fuel to the fire, GPL isn't just boring.
Wait, Axel, you used to play League? You used to be a Zac one trick? That's crazy. That's awesome, though. I did not know that lore.
It's frustrating. Constant glitches that have existed for years, or queue times increasing as fewer players invest time into playing GBL. The time sink of taking multiple hours every day for little benefit just wasn't worth it. I played GBL for many years, but now I really don't want to go back, because realistically, there was no reason to start in the first place.
He says, was it ever really worth it? But he did get second place at Worlds in Yokohama. And that's pretty nice. I mean, the rest of us can't really say too much on that. Let me see what his Liquipedia looks like. He's probably actually... Look, there's more than just money involved, right? But I'm genuinely curious how much winnings Rubik's Master has brought in. Because... that could be interesting to Yokohama was 2 years ago. Yeah, I know he's not like actively benefiting from it like every single day and stuff, but I think he's benefited some. Let me look that up while I play this video.
A big part of a competitive game is the ability to be innovative, break out with something different than everyone else, showcase something that hasn't been explored before. But in Pokemon Go, that is quite literally impossible. With such a large gap between the best Pokemon and everything below it, it becomes extremely difficult to innovate with something that hasn't been used before. Due to the best Pokemon having such a big weight towards having good stats and a good moveset, hundreds of Pokemon have never seen the light of day to be competitive, strictly worse than most things above them. 90% of Pokemon have an objectively optimal moveset, with the remaining 10% coming down to a coin flip on one charged attack.
Yep.
Plus, there exists a statistical ranking of Pokemon that objectively shows how some things are better than others. The idea that this can exist leaves zero room for innovation, because every Pokemon has been solved. If you're forced to use the few dozen good Pokemon every time you make a team, what's even the point? It falls into the same trap that GBL has, forcing your mind to reset when making a new team, unable to realize that you are doing the same thing for the 100th time.
All right. I don't disagree with any of these points.
Another big problem with Pokemon Go PvP, in my opinion, is a huge lack of skill expression. In many competitive games, it can be easy.
Let me pause this real quick. Even if you mention Pokemon Unite, Caleb, it's a really repetitive game too, where people abuse Metamons mostly, and that the concept of final boss, which will completely ruin whatever you have done. Yeah, I will say, as someone that I actually competed in the official Pokemon Unite Championship Series. The first year came out. I played a lot in the grassroots, and I've even commentated a lot of the grassroots tournaments. And my biggest complaint about that game is that it is set on a time limit. It's 10 minutes and the game's over. Even Pokemon Go isn't like that, right? Pokemon Go, I mean, there's a time limit, but you don't usually hit the time limit, right? Like, you could end the game beforehand. You can't end the game before 10 minutes unless your opponent just quit out, right? There's a forfeit. And so because of that, everything ends up feeling very choreographed. And even for a MOBA, right? 5v5, so many different things can happen, but it feels a lot more choreographed than any other MOBA I've played. And because of those timers, right? You know, you need to go to this spot on the map at this time. You need to go this spot at this time. So like a lot of the things feel like you're on like Groundhog Day, where you're constantly reliving the same game. Obviously, every game is a little bit different, and it's still a really fun game. But there's kind of a reason why I personally stopped playing it a few years ago and start playing other MOBAs like League of Legends and stuff, or other games in general, because yeah, I mean, it's just, for me, like, it did get a little repetitive too. So I think Pokemon Unite is a well-made game, but I think the timer does kill a lot of the uniqueness there. Okay, yeah, so I have this pulled up. Rubik's Master, he won $7,500 USD at Worlds in 2023. So pretty good chunk of change. I'm just curious, honestly. I'm not like saying anything else on that. And then approximate total winnings is 10 grand, $10,000. Okay, not too bad. I was just curious because he was saying how, what is there for me or something like that. I was like, well, I think you got something out of this at least, even if he's retiring now. I don't know why this video is buffering now.
It can be easy to find the small details that can pull apart an intermediate player with a well-experienced player. But with Pokemon Go, after learning type matchups, move timing, and switch advantage, there isn't really much more to learn.
Oh, there's Axon.
During a battle, oftentimes, there is nearly nothing that can be done to give the better player an edge over the worse one. So much of a best-of-3 set is determined purely on team composition, and it is well possible that a new player can sweep an experienced player, RPS game after game. How does that demonstrate skill?
I will say I'm a heavy agreement on this in the sense that Pokemon Go PvP is like one of the few esports, maybe one of the only. I don't know. There might be a couple, maybe one or two other games like this where, like his point is, getting RPS and stuff is you could play a game absolutely perfectly and still lose. And that's just wild to me. We're obviously so used to it because we play Pokemon Go PvP so much, like a lot of us. But like, if you think about it, and I mentioned this in past streams before too, if you think about it logically, that's such a wild concept that you could play a competitive game, right? Where there's money online and all these other things, right? And glory and trophy and whatever. And you could be the world champ one day or not, or get knocked out right away in a tournament. In these situations where you could play a game absolutely perfectly with the team you bring and you still lose, right? And that's something that I always struggle with a lot too, right? Because I think that shouldn't be the case, but there's obviously a lot of ways to address that. But I think, making the game more complex helps remove that factor. But yeah. Kids Story Time say, hey, I'm not going to lie. Getting first-time Legend last season was a great feeling for me and my husband. He finished Expert and is currently looking for first-time Legend this season. No, I think absolutely, right? And I don't want to try to put a damper on anyone's mood, regardless of what Rubik's Master says. I still love the game a lot. I just always have suggestions on how to improve it, right? And I get why someone like Rubik's Master that's played so much might be getting a little burnt out, right? Or a little tired. Maybe like, oh, what is there for me? But for some people, there's still a lot, right? Axe is a great example. He's in chat. He's done so much. He's won Worlds. He's won 2 internationals, multiple regionals, and gotten first place on GBL leaderboards and all these other competitions and grassroots stuff too. And he's still playing the game, right? He's still more for it. So I think, the sky is the limit in many ways in how much you can enjoy this game. But I resonate with some of Rubik's Master's frustrations.
Because the mechanics of Pokemon Go PvP are so simple, there are no small details that could give.
Yeah, Axon says, I get what he's saying about RPS, but I feel like he's oversimplifying things. Yeah, I do agree.
Because after a certain point, Pokemon Go PvP doesn't take skill.
People just don't want to take fights throughout the game because they know.
Multiple years, I was no stranger in
for
watching
Pokemon Unite,
PvP gameplay. But the more I watched, the more I realized that it was not as interesting as I thought it was at first.
Neon says, Bruce made another video about this. Yeah, he had another video on how Pokemon Go PvP was solved. This is his retirement video, so it's slightly different, but similar vibes.
Go PvP down to its core is actually quite predictable. Watching 2 players choose a team, then observing.
Even though Axon beat him, he seems to be a big Axon fan at least.
Finally knowing that
Axon got a lot of cameos.
Very likely to win is just not interesting to watch. Accurately predicting the outcome of a game before it happens is,
here's his solved game
quite
thing.
Literally the definition of a solved game. After learning the basics of what's going on, there's practically no.
I do disagree with that in the sense that there are times where you get completely RPS and your opponent has no reason to lose the game and they'll misplay it. And so that's why I think just because you got RPS, you have a bad lead, bad backline, bad third Pokemon into their third Pokemon is looks bad. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's over, right? So I do think he's oversimplifying there. I guess that counteracts a little bit what I was saying before. But what I'm saying before is that, especially against good players, if they have that advantage over you and they play how they should, you literally can't do anything to win the game. That's where I have issues. But I do appreciate a big comeback when you are on paper should lose a game and you find a way. those are always really, really impressive. But there are times where even if you play it perfectly, you can't come back. And that's where I have issues with the game. But it doesn't mean that necessarily every time you RPS, you always lose, right? I don't actually mind the RPS aspect as much. I mind the RPS when you literally cannot do anything. There are times you get RPS and you still can find win conditions, right? The ones I hate is when you get RPS and there's literally nothing you could do, right?
Excitement or unpredictability that Pokemon Go has that makes it enticing to watch. Pokemon Go PvP's gameplay is simply not that engaging. Tapping the screen at the end of the day is only enhanced by the animations of the game itself, not anything that the players do.
Yeah, Axon says he was the most precise player I ever seen when it comes to undercharge in precise place. It's strange to see him say some of this about the game being solved. Yeah, I wonder if, like, because another perspective, I guess, to take is that he is so good at the game on the mechanics level that for him, it's already solved in his mind. But for the rest of us, it might not, or for many of us, it's not fully solved, right? For him, he's like, I already played this game perfectly and I still can't win it. Or I've already, like, I have not as much to learn from, playing anymore, which could be true. I mean, he's honestly one of the best players in the world, in my opinion, or at least at his peak. Maybe not now, he hasn't been playing as much. So I kind of get that in a way, right? And I think for the majority of people, it is not solved. For the majority of people, there's still a lot of you can learn from PvP on a daily basis, right? He is kind of a rare exception in that. I mean, I would say Accent as well too,
so
right?
If you know that every time you tap, the same thing is going to happen, there leaves nothing that can keep you on the edge of your seat. Nothing that can make you excited to see what will happen next.
High player intellect, yeah. I mean, Rubik's Master definitely strikes me as someone that's pretty smart, so I get it.
It was never a problem with the community, the way tournaments are structured, or any of those logistics. And to my own surprise, it was never the bugs and inconsistencies. The little skill expression and just purely static gameplay couldn't keep me interested for any longer. When I competed, I chose to almost never practice. Not because I didn't want to,
you didn't practice?
But because I didn't need to. There was always an objective direction that Pokemon Go PvP takes.
Well, I need to. I don't know about you,
Rubik's Master. Easy to reach the top. When it was created, Pokemon Go PvP was simple to begin with, and honestly maybe shouldn't have ever been added to the Championship Series.
I don't know about that
the walking
one.
Requirement was never removed. Who knows? Maybe none of this would have ever happened. But that's not to say that I'm not glad to have been able to meet the people that I did.
I will say this. I don't know any inside information, right? My speculation is that they were going to add Pokemon Go to the Championship Series regardless. Because back in 2019 Worlds in Washington, D.C., they invited Poke8K, King IV, some other creators and, people in the community to compete. I only say Poke8K and King IV because they're the only two that actually knew how to PvP. But they did a showcase for Pokemon Go. And so technically, in a way, King IV was the first world champion. But, it wasn't open to the public. And they did PvP at Worlds and it was broadcasted. So that's before Go Battle League came out. In my mind, they were going to bring on Pokemon Go to the Championship Series regardless of if there was a walking requirement for GBL or not, or even if there was ever a GBL. Even without GBL, I'm pretty sure they would have still done it. But removing the walking requirement, introducing GBL, removing the friendship requirement to even battle someone did accelerate Pokemon Go in like a grassroots competitive level and eventually led to, more people playing probably for the Championship Series. Without GBL, without the walking requirement removed, and without the friendship interaction, like minimum Ultra Fence or more to battle someone removed, we probably have a lot less people playing PvP these days. But because they added those things, I think it actually accelerated the growth of PvP. So I do disagree with his take there, but, who knows?
I have the ability to compete in official tournaments. From the beginning, all I really wanted was to give Pokemon Go PvP a chance. And although its outlook...
He's got to stop saying the little skill expression and then showing a clip of me. That's too funny.
It really never reached the potential that it probably could have. Until next time.
Until next time. All right. Well, who knows if that's going to be the case or not, if there is a next time for Rubik's Master, but... yeah, interesting takes. I don't know, but yeah, he's not wrong that GBL is half dead these days. Yeah, I kind of get it too. I think I will say this one more time. I know I've said it a lot, but hopefully those listening can help further my propaganda on PvP, not just for Go Battle League, for Show 6 as well. I've been big on this, right? I want them to add a third charge attack for every Pokemon as an option. I would hope at maximum the same cost as is to unlock a second move. If they make it more expensive than a second move unlock, it's going to be so inaccessible, right? The game is already inaccessible in a way. It takes so many resources. Don't make it any harder, right? I mean, if it was for free, even better. But third charge move gives you coverage. It just makes the game less RPS. If you, like we saw earlier, there's a Zoomer into my Bastiodon. If that Zoomer guaranteed had Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and Play Rough, that matchup is not as one-sided for me. You know, my opponent there could not do anything. Literally couldn't do anything. And so and obviously it would be worse for me if it had Hydro Pump. But at the end of the day, like, I want more coverage. It's better for me too. In a matchup where I'm in a bad spot, I want to have coverage to throw something at them that's not resistant. They can't just farm me down, right? Like, Talonflame into a Bastion, Fly Braper, you can't do anything. If you have Flame Charge, it still sucks, but the matchup's a little bit better, right? Or like the Shadow Alone, Shadow Cancel 9 we saw earlier. Weather Ball Overheat. What if they threw in Scorching Sand on top of it? They have a third move. Then they have a lot more play into Bastion, right? It just makes a lot more sense to have that. First and foremost, right? You can have more skill expression, you have more coverage. And also, keeping track of 3 different charge attacks worth of energy is way more skill expression intensive than just 2. Second point is they need to stop 3v3 Pokemon. 3v3 is exactly why we have RPS. You have a lead Pokemon, you have a safe swap Pokemon, you have a third Pokemon in the back. You get countered in the lead, you get countered in the safe swap, you can't flip switch advantage. If you can't even grab a shield advantage, you're usually screwed by the third. Because even if it's like a neutral matchup in the third, right, you just don't have enough firepower to take out both their first Pokemon and their last Pokemon when you're on even shields. The easiest way to solve this is do 4 Pokemon. That's it. Just do 4v4, right? Still 1v1 out at a time. Not like VG where it's like doubles. But you have 4 Pokemon. Why? Okay, let's say if I was running a Manabuzz Dedenne Bastion team. Let's say we ran into Unova Sunfist. I was able to win one of them, but it was really hard, right? Okay, I could sack the Manabuzz, and then maybe I have a Gastrodon in the back. I could bring that into Unova Sunfist, right? They now swap out. They probably will pivot out, right? And then I bring the Dedenne, we misalign the timers a bit. I still have the Gastrodon for later, right? You can't hard RPS lead, safe swap, and the backline when there's 4 Pokemon. The compositions, the ways you comprise things are way more interesting. You don't go ABB or ABA or ABC teams anymore, right? You go ABAB, ABBC, right? CBA, there's so many different combinations, and it completely reduces the amount of RPS. The longer the game also goes on for another Pokemon, the more variety you'll have, and the less choreographed the game will be, right? It's just the reason why games feel like they're unwinnable at times is because it's a 3-minute game, and you have 3 options and 2 shields, and sometimes you just can't do nothing, right? So I can't wait for the Fable ABCD team action. Yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah, or like you run a team where it's like you run quadruple water for Alligator, Lapras, Dugong, Azumarill. Who cares if they have Credilli? Do they have triple water, or triple grass, double grass? Even double grass might struggle into that. There's so many cool compositions you can make all of a sudden, right? Like, that would be so interesting to me. Because, yeah, we know for Alligator, Azumarill, Lapras, like Dugong, they all have play into grass as well. And you just completely overwhelm them with water types, right? You could literally be like a water trainer and have success. It's just like, it just makes way too much sense for you. You extend the game timer a bit. You maybe throw in a third shield, right? So you have 3 shields to play with instead of 2, and you have 4 Pokemon. The game instantly becomes way more interesting. Anyway, that's my spiel. I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. Please share the good word if you agree with me, and then maybe one day someone from Pokemon Go staff will decide to implement that. But I think that would make the game so much more interesting. Yes, the battles take a little bit longer, but we have 25 battles a day. Like, who cares? You don't have to play all 25. The tournaments, sure, they might be a little bit longer, but our matches are already way faster than TCG and BGC and Pokemon Unite. It's fine. It's fine. I think everyone would appreciate more variety and more room to wiggle around in matchups than just 3 Pokemon. You get RPS in the first 2, and you hope the third one, they don't RPS you, but you still probably lose, right? I would assume you have more pull than us to get that implemented. I've shared the idea lots. Now, yeah, at the end of the day, like, it's still not the case, so we'll see. Doesn't matter how much pull I have. I don't know if I have that much pull. But if I have more pull than everyone else and nothing happens, then my extra pull does nothing anyway. So imagine Waffle chancing past the Aegis/ABCD team. Okay, the timer is definitely going to be an interesting one because you don't want to make it too long. But I could definitely see stall out comms being pretty annoying too. However, I think 3 charge attacks can help a lot with coverage there too, right? Maybe you just like add like really nerf like Chansey or Wobbuffet or something, or just have like a lot of things have fighting moves. I don't know, right? I would say the most interesting game to watch compared to other games. Yeah, I will say, the thing is, Pokemon Go PP is very easy to understand. Like, if you don't know the game, you can still follow along. When I watch VGC and TCG, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just like, people are clapping sometimes. I was like, I don't know what happened, right? It's not as intuitive. Pokemon Go is very intuitive, and it's good because you get more people into the game that don't know it so well. But yeah. It's definitely the most intuitive watch. Like, I remember I'll be watching with someone from the Pokemon Company. They're just chatting with me, and they don't play Pokemon Go or Pokemon Go PP themselves, and we'll just be talking and we'll watch it and be like, oh my gosh, like Rise made a crazy catch, right, on stream. And then even they're like, whoa, right? Like they react before I react, right? So they know it's a cool moment. In VGC, they're clapping because like some move missed, and I didn't know the miss percentage was so low or something, right? So I don't even recognize that. Yeah, it's a better spectator game for sure. Yeah, Caleb, think about it. Azumarill with 3 moves makes it pretty much invincible, especially when Pokemon can't have a 3rd typing. In a way, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so I'll put it this way. Azumarill, when it's getting countered by a grass type or electric type, it's still probably throwing just Play Rough or Ice Beam, right? It just means that it doesn't get walled off by Registeel. But imagine that. Registeel has... It's not just Azumarill gets 3 moves. Registeel has Zap Cannon, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast. You don't get walled off from, Clodsire anymore. Clodsire, you have Sludge Bomb, Stone Edge, Earthquake. Everything becomes more interesting. You just don't get walled off, right? Obviously, I think you need to add maybe some Pokemon need a little bit better move coverage. Like Pachirisu just has straight electric type. That one's not going to benefit much from three charge attacks. Bastiodon's not going to benefit that much from 3 charge attacks. Because Flash Cannon is just so bad. Like you're just not going to get to it. But a lot of Pokemon will, right? Primeape, right? Close combats. I mean, you can run Cross Drop and all this other stuff too, right? Rage Fist, Ice Punch, right? Annihilate as well. Medicham, Ice Punch, Stadium Punch, Psychic. Like it makes the game better. I'm like dead set on it. I've thought about it a lot, and I've never heard anyone give an argument where it's not as good. I think some people just don't realize it because they're so used to this. But if you really give it some thought, having better coverage is always going to be better for the game. Yeah. Pokemon Go PP ruined the main series game battle pacing. It's super slow for me now. Is Axon's up late? Yeah. Well, Axon's I mean, I guess I'm up late too. It's probably not as it's close to midnight for both of us, I guess. Pokemon that will start running Solar Beam or Hype Beam would be hilarious. Yeah. I think for GPL it's kind of a chaos, but I think it'll be still fun. And then for Show 6, like it's still open team sheets, so I think it's fine, right? I think just being able to keep track of counts for 3 different charge tags is also definitely a level of skill that would help increase the skill level, right? And increase the skill stealing, I should say. But if some mons have coverage for a whole meta, then typings and type advantage don't mean anything. Not necessarily in my mind, right? Because you still have stab, you still resist a lot of stuff, right? Like, okay, I'll give you an example. Azumarill, it doesn't matter if you have Hydro Pump, you still lose to Registeel. But you don't lose as hard, and Registeel can't just farm so much off you. Or Bastiodon. A Bastiodon can't just smack you down. You know how demoralizing it is when you have a Zoomer at like half health with like Ice Beam and Play Rough? They just smack you down and leave with like 100 energy. They have to throw the energy now, right? Even if there's a match they should win, you know? Yeah, but so types still matter too, right? And at the end of the day, like you might be thinking like, well, wouldn't Azumarill and Clodsire and Registeel be really busted, right? Or some of these meta Pokemon be really busted? Yes, but they already are. Azumarill's already still really good, right? Like, yeah, would Tinkaton be busted with Bulldoze, Heavy Slam, and Play Rough? Sure, but it already is, you know? What it does is it closes the gap a bit. In a way, it might extend the gap in some people's minds, but I think it also closes the gap. Because all of a sudden, you could legitimately probably run Ampharos. You have Volt Switch, Brutal Swing, Trailblaze, Dragon Pulse. You could run actually different moves and make it useful. Galarian Weezing is not as useful right now, but you could run Galarian Weezing. It'd be so strong, right? Overheat and all that stuff. A lot of the meta Pokemon will still be meta. That's fine. I don't actually think it'll make any OP Pokemon more broken. Not by much. Because everything else should have increased coverage too. Melmetal would be a lot of fun. Yeah, Melmetal would be quite a lot of fun. Master League too, right? Dude, those Palkia are probably going to be running Fire Blast with those crown forms. There's no way they aren't, you know? But I don't think this gap is quite but don't think this gap is quite intentional. Well, I don't know what intentional means, right? In terms of like Pokemon Go developers, but like there's reason why certain Pokemon would never have the stat product to compete, right? Like Dragapult in Great League, it doesn't matter what moves you give it, it's too frail, you know? You know, like there's a reason why we don't see Persian in battles, right? It doesn't have the stat product. Lickitung was great because of the stat product, right? There's just certain things you can't change about Pokemon, and that's just kind of how it is, right? Not every Pokemon is useful in VGC either, right? You're not going to see someone running a Pidgey, right? Or a Pidgeot in a lot of these matches. Once in a while, I saw someone win a tournament with like a Clefairy, but it's kind of weird, but you know, sometimes. Bro, I've been eyeing my Mel all week for Great League Spice. Nice. Anyway, that's my ramble fest. That's my rants. It was an interesting video from Rubik's Master. I agree with the accent in the sense that not everything is like solved, and he does simplify things a bit. But I also agree with some of his frustrations. Yeah, I love to win it with a Jolteon Glacier on my team, dude. That would be fun. Having more coverage would help that. I think it would be kind of hard to win with those, but it is. Maybe Delphox is something I wish was better. It has great typing and stuff too, but the stat product's a little bit sketch. But maybe one day. You never know. I mean, what's in the meta right now, right? Would have never guessed that some of these Pokemon are meta relevant, right? Like what do you call it? Dedenne, for example. Dedenne was kind of slept on forever. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Kid Storytime. I enjoyed being part of the live stream too, so hopefully you all did too. I was gonna do some more battles, but it is getting on the later side, and you know, I rambled enough, so hope you all have a good one. But I'll probably end it here. Thanks for everyone stopping by, including the world champ. It's Axon. Might be the first 2-time world champion. We'll see. He's been kind of on fire of late, so definitely be tuning into that in a couple weeks when world champs happen. What if they let us change fast moves mid battle? Okay, so no. That actually has been brought up before, Duts. So I think that's a really great point you make. This is assuming that Niantic / Scopely makes the game smooth enough that wouldn't cause issues, but I think that's way too chaotic because it's so hard to keep track of energy, right? They went from like a 5-turn Incinerate to like Fire Spin all of a sudden, or like Tentacruel is a really good example. You got Poison Sting, Acid, and Poison Jab, all 2-turn moves, and it's hard enough to see what the animation is right off the bat. Imagine it's constantly changing every turn. Like, it gets really, really chaotic. I mean, it could be okay for an April Fool's event or something, but I think for the integrity of competitive play, it's a little too hectic. I don't know, though. Maybe one day they'll have it and I'll love it, but right now, I think it's a little bit too hectic. It also depends on how fast you can change it. Imagine running a Alolan Ninetales with Charm or Powder Snow, right? Oh, in the lead, it's a Nihilate. You go Charm. All of a sudden, it comes in, it's a Marowak. You switch to Powder Snow, right? How fast can you switch that? Because if you could just switch it on the fly, certain Pokemon with different fast attack charge moves is going to be kind of crazy. Also, this alone would make it really hard to program. What do you do about Mew that has like 20 different fast attacks? Imagine having to choose the fast attack mid-battle. What even comes up? 20 different animations on like what you would choose. Like oh, this is Voltron, this is like, you know, Snarl. Like that in its Mew alone would mess that up, I feel like. So, but yeah, I think some people have brought that up though in the past, and that's generally what it is. But yeah, my rank 54 had come into random Johto tour centred. Yeah, I mean, Fur just became meta relevant out of nowhere, right? So, but yeah, maybe switch fastness when you lose all your storage energy, you can only change. I mean, I think if there's some way to implement it, it could be okay. But I think definitely be able to change it on the fly, that's a no-go for me, in my opinion. But I'm not completely closed off to it. I think it just has to be implemented correctly. Flame charge, body slam, flying press. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. So thanks all for tuning in. Hope you all enjoy my rant and the Rubik's Master video. But yeah, best of luck in this upcoming week. And yeah, hope to see you all at Anaheim. And if not, tune into the broadcast. And yeah, best of luck to everyone competing, especially it's Accent as well. One of my favorite people in the community. So shout out to him for stopping by as well. And yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one. Have a great rest of your week, and best of luck in Summer Cup Ultra League. I heard it might be kind of resource intensive, but we'll see.